Alright, so the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to mark on our paper very lightly with our pencil where the stars are going to be. Now there's lots of different ways to draw stars. The most traditional way is to draw a star like that. If you don't know how to draw a star like that, I am going to show you. You can start by making a capital A, and on the bar let the arms extend out, and then you just connect the dot from this corner to this corner and this corner to this corner, and there you have a star. The other way is you go up, down, across, over, down. Alright? And this is all to get this specific look of a star. Stars can also...
Can you make the screen a little bit?
Is that better?
Yeah.
Alright. So this is another way to draw a star. And you can do different sizes.
Yes, Martinez?
Yes.
Can we just draw a star like this, like the one right on the picture you added there?
So I'm going to show you how we're going to draw the stars. We are not going to draw them the way that I am showing you right now. What I'm showing you right now is that there are a lot of different ways to approach how to draw something.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying the picture you added on your screen, the dibber, it has like stars that are different. Can I use those instead?
No, that is not the kind of star we're going to be using. Alright? So,
you have to use these stars you have on the screen, right?
Nope, I haven't drawn the stars that we're going to use yet. Okay? So the stars that we are going to use, it's going to start off as a circle. And we're going to have lines that radiate around where that circle is. Because this is more realistic to what a star actually looks like. Because stars are balls of gas, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to go to a new piece of paper. And we are going to put a dot. We're not drawing the star that I just showed you. We are drawing a dot where the stars need to be. Because this is a specific constellation. So we can't say, I want a dot right here, and a dot over here, and a dot over here, and that's the Big Dipper. Alright, it has to have the same number of stars, and their placement needs to be as close to the same as possible. So let's count real quick. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 stars make up the handle. And then you have 3 more stars that make up the cup of the Big Dipper. Alright, so we're going to start with 1 dot. We're going to go down at an angle. If you need to draw a light line that we will erase, you can do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3. If I was to play connect the dot, I should have the Big Dipper. Alright, does everybody understand? Alright, so for our next step, we are going to be using lots of colors, mostly cool colors. So you need your blues, you need your purple, and you need your black. And what we're going to do is we're going to start with our blue, creating the circles around those dots.
Can you slow down a little bit?
Yes, I can.
Use my channels?
Yes.
No, get my crayon back.
Yes, you can. Alright, so I'm going to wait a moment to let you get caught up All we have done is placed where the stars are going to be for the constellation, and we have drawn little circles around the points.
Is it blue? Can we circle it around?
Yes, I used a blue. Now there's more stars than just the Big Dipper in the sky. So we are going to draw some other stars. These stars are going to be a lot smaller than the Big Dipper because we want the Big Dipper to be the focus of this art piece. Are y'all ready for me to continue?
What
was that? I can't hear you, sweetie. Can you type it in the chat for me? Yes.
What colors do we need again?
We're using cool colors. So we need blues and purples, and you're going to need a black. So what I'm going to do, even if you're still working on the circles, I'm going to take my black and I am going to start coloring. Mia, I can't look at your screen at the moment, but I'm sure it's coming along great. Alright? So what I am going to do is I'm going to start in the bottom, at the bottom, and I'm just going to lightly start coloring in black. Yes?
I don't have the black, but I do have the brown.
Stick with the dark blues and purples. Okay? It's okay if you don't have a black.
That's blue.
So you can test on a piece of paper whether or not it's the color you need. Because I can't tell from the screen. So,
Black.
yes, this is black. You can also use a gray if you have a gray. I am not coloring very hard. I am just laying in some color so it looks more like the night sky. You can see I'm doing nice long strokes. I'm not pressing down hard. I'm just filling in the color.
I don't have black.
It's okay if you don't have black. You can use a dark blue or a purple or a gray to do this part.
Am I able to do purple and gray?
Yes, you can.
That's my screen.
Yes.
Is this a blue or a green?
I don't know, sweetie. You're going to have to test on a piece of paper.
I did. And it kind of looks like a green and it kind of looks like a blue as well.
It might be a blue-green color. I cannot see it at the moment to tell you. Alright? You can use it if you want. I am going to switch up my color. I'm going to take my purple. And I'm going to do the same thing I did with the black. I'm going to start laying in color. And it's going to help fill in some of the white space that I did not color with the black.
Martinez,
Yes?
can you post the video on the stream?
I will when we're done because we're making the video right now.
Miss Martinez,
Yes.
can we do the sky as purple too?
Yes, you can add purples to your sky because the night sky is not black. it is very difficult for us to see the night sky with all of its colors where we live because of light pollution. Because of all the light that we have with like the street lamps and stuff, it blocks us from being able to see the night sky clearly. I am going to take my blue that I used on my stars, and I am going to draw some lines radiating from the stars, just little half parts of a circle. And then I'm going to put some smaller single circles, maybe 1 or 2 lines going around for those other stars. Because we said there's lots of the night stars, right? Now we want these stars to stand out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a yellow and I am going to fill in where these stars are. But before I do that, I do want to make sure I go in and I erase those lines that we drew, those dots, so they are no longer in the center of our stars. Yes, I can slow down. So as I was saying, I'm just going to repeat what I've done. I took the blue and added more lines going around the center of our star, so it's like the light is radiating from the stars. We added some smaller circles with that same blue to represent different stars in the night sky. And then I took a yellow, which is a warm color, and we're going to start coloring in where the stars are. Make sure you erase the points that we use to place our stars for the drinking gourd. And we can add some yellow lines with the blue lines. To help with the idea of the light is radiating. We're gonna
take away the dots or the dipper.
Yes. Our next step is going to be to darken up the night sky. Now that we have our stars placed, we can start going back over the sky with our blues, purples, and black to make it look a little bit darker. I am not going to do an entire round with the blue or the black or the purple. I'm going to do it in... Yes?
Can we add a moon?
You can.
Miss Martinez?
Yes. Yes.
My question is, I don't have a black color pencil or crayon, so can I use gray as the sky?
Yes, you can.
Thank you.
Now you will notice I have not colored the entire picture with a dark blue. I am going to add some other colors. Daria, what's your question?
Miss Martinez?
The stars are circles.
Miss Martinez?
Yes.
I saw the Big Dipper.
Very cool.
Miss Martinez?
Yes.
I saw the Big Dipper once.
It can be fun going outside at night and looking at the stars, trying to see the different constellations. There's lots of different constellations, and we don't always see the same ones the entire time of the year because the Earth is revolving, it's rotating, it's spinning, and it's revolving around the sun. So that means the constellations are going to shift.
Miss Martinez, I have an app to see the constellation.
Very cool.
I've seen the Dipper twice.
Now there is also a Little Dipper, which is another group of constellations that look almost identical to the Big Dipper. The only difference is it is smaller.
So are we drawing different colors for the thing?
Yes, I am using different colors like blues, purples, and black
Okay.
so that it looks more interesting. Yes.
Was going outside so we can go to my family and I can go to the car to go outside. I saw constellation. It wasn't a Big Dipper. I didn't know what constellation was it, and I kind of forgot it. But I know it was a constellation.
Okay. Yes, I think. Maybe. I'm not 100%. Miss Martinez doesn't know for sure. She just knows that there is a Little Dipper.
Miss Martina,
Yes?
can you pause the video since I'm going behind?
I will post a video. We're making the video right now. So as soon as this is done, I will post it, okay? Actually, I think I'm just about done. What do you guys think?
Good.
So we have the Big Dipper done in warm colors, so it stands out against the night sky. The last thing that we need to do to our artwork is what? What goes in the bottom right hand corner?
Write your name.
Your name.
Your name.
So make sure you write your name on your artwork. Even if it's in your sketchbook, go ahead and sign your artwork, because if it ever falls out of your sketchbook, you still want people to know that that belongs to you. Okay? I am going to stop recording so I can upload this. I can't wait to see your artwork. And yeah.